Yes, listeners, thank you for staying tuned to Star Radio. This is Star Radio UK, and you're actually listening to the Health and Wellbeing section with Dr. Eghan of Inner Focus London. Inner Focus Wellbeing Center London. Um, um, the numbers to tune in if you have questions are, the numbers to call should you want to join us are 020 81332258 or 020 If you're based in the United States of America or Canada, it's 718-303-2737. If you like to join us on our WhatsApp line, it's 075-3966-1744. And if you're calling or you're going to add us or message us from outside the United Kingdom, please preface that number with 0044. Our Skype ID is Star Radio UK. Star Radio UK. Doctor, welcome back to the program. And I enjoyed the first session that you have. You gave us. It was a powerful session. There are a few questions I would like clarification on as far as this health issue is concerned.
Okay.
The first one has to do with the time we eat.
Okay.
Basically, you said we eat late.
Yes.
We go home. To be honest, yes. Sometimes, let me put myself as an example. I sometimes eat about 11. 11. So you are telling me that is definitely not good, or is a type of food I eat at that time?
Okay. Yes. You've asked two questions. One is the time. The time that you eat, and the other one is the type of food that you eat.
Yeah. Okay.
One, the time of eating, especially around 11,
10 to 11, yeah.
Around 10 to 11 is a bit late.
Okay.
For the human body. Because you see, I mentioned something earlier on about something called circadian rhythm.
Okay.
And from what researchers have found about this rhythm, which controls the body's sleeping activities, waking activity, digestion, a whole lot of things, a very big complex.
Okay.
It does so many different things. Now, what it wants us to do, because you see, in the night, normally the body is prepared at some point in the night for us to go to sleep. Sometimes we don't realize why or how we even become sleepy.
Okay.
All these processes are not done.
That's a wonderful thing.
It is a very wonderful thing.
Yeah.
It is not something that you have any control over.
That's it.
But because of the lifestyle we live, now people are taking sleeping tablets, which is even another form of lifestyle abuse, a form of body abuse, by our unhealthy lifestyle.
Which will come to. Yeah, I think we're going to be discussing that a lot.
Exactly.
Medication, self-medication,
and all those things,
and sleep inducement tablets, and sometimes the drinks that we take that will keep us. I think we'll come to that as a separate design.
Very much.
So the time we eat and the time.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, so at a time in the night we are prepared to sleep.
Yeah.
From 8 p.m. in the night. The body is being prepared gradually to feel sleepy, to feel tired, to feel, something is happening to your muscles.
Winding down the day.
Winding down the day, winding down everything. Now, around the time, if you are eating, so I'm just answering the question another way.
Yeah.
If you are eating around that time, because all the digestive processes, all the things that are going to help with the serious activities, the energies and whatnot, because you can only get proper digestion when there's enough energy and everything.
Okay.
And your body is only kept to go to sleep so that all the reserve energies are utilized during the sleep time to do all the breaking down and whatnot that has to happen in the night. Or whilst you are sleeping. Let me put it that way. So if you're sleeping anything beyond, if you're eating any time beyond 8 p.m., 1, it is wrong.
2,
we come to the type of food,
it is wrong because it will interfere
it
with
is going
my
to interfere with your natural process, the circadian rhythm I mentioned. It's going to interfere with the natural activity. That is because there's time for everything in the body, just like there is time for everything in this life.
Okay, doctor, how about those who sleep? Okay, some people sleep at 7.
Yes.
Some people sleep at 8. Probably I go to sleep at 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Yes.
And therefore I prolong my day because I wish we could even have 26 hours in a day.
Yes.
So probably I prolong my day 24, the night sleeping time. Some people are sleeping at 9. I want to sleep at 1. Therefore, I eat at 11 and stay away for the next 2 hours. How about that?
Yes, the question is, normally in the night, like I said, the body is actually being prepared.
I mean, has it got anything to do with the weather itself? Or, because it's dark. Once it's dark, the body, does it react? Is there anything naturally
that reacts to the darkness?
That reacts to the darkness of the day.
Oh,
that controls the body.
Oh yes, something in the night. Something in the night. But the question is, because over here we sometimes have or experience prolonged sunshine.
Yes.
Over here, it's very, very difficult. So I answer your question this way: it's very difficult for most people even to see the darkness that we are talking about. Of course, darkness has a lot to do with this. Once upon a time, those who, we visited Ghana when we were doing our national service, and we went to some villages, because they don't have lights over there, and because the darkness there was so strong and so deep. In the night, around 8 p.m., you are sleeping already.
Everybody's sleeping.
Everybody's sleeping, snoring around 9 o'clock.
When you see you at 10 o'clock, you're either a ghost
or something else. You see, so the environment, the system allows the body to prepare itself early.
Okay.
So the answer to your question, yes. It depends on what time you sleep. If you are sleeping around 11 or 12 all the time, and you know that because you have trained yourself to sleep around that time, and you have a magical way of keep putting yourself to sleep. You don't even need the darkness or anything, but you have your own magical way of making you sleep around that time. Then of course, all we need you to do is to make sure that you get sufficient number of hours to sleep.
Okay.
At least about 8 hours.
8 hours a day?
Yes, we recommend that.
Doctor?
Yes.
8 hours a day?
Yes, you have to be able to do that in the night.
Okay.
And if you are working night and you come home, because I know most people come home and the maximum they can go is about 2 or 3 hours.
Right.
No, it's wrong. You are abusing your body. You are creating a scenario that is actually going to really, really, really affect your life very badly.
How is it going to affect?
I'm going to show you why.
Okay.
You see, sleep. When you don't sleep tonight, and you say you've gotten away with it, you are just joking.
Okay.
The sleep, we call something in medicine sleep deprivation, which leads to sleep accumulation. So you hear the accumulation there. You are piling it up.
So like it's like you are borrowing.
You are borrowing.
So and then naturally the body is going to add. You actually stole some hours from me.
You have stolen some hours. That's okay. You used the right thing. And that's what I'm saying. That it's an abuse. It's something we call the 11th commandment. You are stealing something from your body. He says, I want to sleep this number of hours. That is how my body, the body can work. These are the times that will allow the body to rest enough. So that all these other activities that take place during sleep time, I'm not using during night time for a reason. Because some people stay in the daytime.
Yes, because the economic situation has pushed people to work at night.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm not talking about night right now, but rather I'm talking about sleeping.
A time for the body to rest.
Okay. So if it is a daytime, because to be honest with you, if I have the willpower to tell you right now not to work in the night, I would.
That's difficult.
But then I cannot. And I'm not
economically
for economic reasons. I cannot. And by law and by whatever association or whatever rules that regulate that whatever association or council that regulate what I do as a doctor will not even allow me to say that.
Although we're breaking the natural law.
We are breaking the natural law.
Which we
have to think about other things. We live in a country where life is 24 hours. So if you want to really stay away from this and obey the natural law, then you have to go and live in the Himalayas, somewhere in the mountains, where you can do some of these things, or in a country where the atmosphere is not like this.
Okay.
So we have to consider all these things. That's why we wouldn't like to use the term sleep in the night, sleep in the night. Rather, we say have enough rest.
Okay.
Sleep
Doctor,
well.
the other thing is that we're talking about, we've spoken about the time. Let's go to about the
type
food,
of food,
the food,
yes.
the type of food. All right. I did not eat in the morning. I did not eat it because of the work schedule. You know, economic pressure, the bills are there, I'm working, I come home, I'm so hungry.
Yes.
Are you saying that it would be better for me to sleep on an empty stomach than to eat my banku or kinky before I
No,
sleep?
I wouldn't say that at all.
Okay.
I would like you to eat. But what you have to eat has to be something that can easily digest.
Something
around-
like what?
Something like I would normally go for herbs,
Herbs.
vegetables,
Right.
salads. Very simple salad with natural oils. Flaxseed oil, olive oil, or sardine with sunflower. I combine these things and I can only add bread to it.
Why? Which type of bread? We have brown bread
Well,
or
brown
any,
bread or
wholemeal bread.
wholemeal bread.
Okay.
Because it helps with digestion. You see, anything, all we are doing, the purpose of eating is not just about, there's a language in Chi, you know this, it says, Opinti biada me. Anything you eat goes.
Unless I want another bread to help me.
Exactly. But all they try to say is anything goes.
Okay.
Provided that the food, the belly is full. That's all that probably word means. Anything goes. Provided that you can feel.
So you are saying that it's not anything and
it
everything
is not
that goes.
anything and everything that has to go. The body requires certain things, and we have to give it to it.
Our part of the world we don't know salad. We don't control bread.
Yes.
Cocoa.
Yes.
Cocoa and will you recommend cocoa?
Yes, I recommend cocoa.
Right.
But cocoa, you see,
Porridge.
Porridge, yes.
Yes.
I recommend cocoa
Cereals.
or porridge or cereal. The reason why even cereal comes to mind more than our usual smooth cocoa or porridge is because most cereals contain fiber.
Okay.
And there is a reason why we have to take fiber or foods that contain fiber. So my only concern is if you are eating anything that is easily digestible, or can easily be digested by your body at that point in time, then I don't have much problem with that. If it's a food that is going to take a long time, like I mentioned in my introductory lecture, that if you're eating something like meat, it takes about 4 hours to digest.
So you mean that if I get home,
yes,
I'm so hungry, and I open my oven, there's this what they call chop this pork meat over there. I mean, warm it and eat it.
I wouldn't allow that. I
You wouldn't advise that.
No, I wouldn't, because you see, at that point in time, you see, let me tell you, you use the term winding down. You see, after a hard day's work and activities, the body has to wind down at some point. And it depends on you whether your body winds down around 11 or 12 or whatever. But at some point, it has to wind down because you are not a 24-hour person. You are not made to be a 24-hour person. You have to find some time at some point to sleep or to wind down.
Okay.
So it depends. If you are sleeping around 11 and you are going to eat. But my only advice is, because of the activities in the daytime, the stressful, you mentioned stressful activities, because all the things you said were very, very stressful, very demanding work,
Yes.
moving from here and there. And the fact that you even came home late even tells me that your whatever it is you do is very demanding and requires a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Takes all these things out of you, so at some point you have to wind down to be able to get the body to recover all the things it has lost during the daytime. It has to recover them. You have to restore some of these things. So at that point in time, you need something that will not add on to the stress. Because eating itself, when you're not eating the right type of things, and you're eating very late and going to sleep within an hour of eating those things that takes long to digest, it puts a lot of stress. It puts a lot of tension on the body.
Okay.
So your body itself already is stressed during the daytime.
Okay.
And you are going to add this heavy foods that actually
So
takes
it's
a
like
long time.
tension, like plastic that, or probably elastic that is being stretched during the day.
You're stretching
then you
so
come back,
much.
you put another weight on
Wait
it.
on it
Okay.
again. So you are pushing it even further.
So some of the body pains we have during the day is because we've not relaxed
Of
enough.
course, we don't relax enough. You see, not only the digestive problems, the stomach problems, but also other body parts. Because remember, I said something that the body works together. You see,
Someone told me that the body is one of the most beautiful machines that has ever been made on
my
this
brother,
planet. Yeah.
and I will say the same thing. I will second to that. I will say that it's the most beautiful. If you want to see wonders, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that when somebody asked Jesus Christ a question in the Bible, I'm not preaching here, I'm sorry, but then he mentioned that this generation seeketh a sign. What I know he would have said was, which he didn't, but he said something which I know is within the same line somehow.
Yeah.
Seeketh a sign. What sign again? The human being you are seeing is more of a miracle than anything else.
Okay.
We wake up, you have a child, they start walking at some point, they crawl first, they start walking, and at a point they can walk like
the miracle of sleeping alone.
the miracle of sleeping. They prepare your body. So if we project our lives well, if we prepare ourselves well, and we go according to the natural laws of the body, it pains my heart that it wasn't added in the Bible, the 11th commandment, which I am adding now. Because if we are going according to the laws of the body, you see, we are microcosms. Microcosm is we are only small universes. The large universe called the macrocosm, we are just the small portions of the universe. And we obey laws of the universe. Do you know that the moon has impact on our lives?
Oh, yes.
You know that the moon has impact on the sea.
Yes.
The high seas, the tides, and the whatnots. All these things, people don't look at them.
Even Muslims will even fast at a certain time.
Exactly.
When the moon. They use the moon to determine when to start fasting.
So all these things are important. The sun shine, the sun even rise. Where the sun rise from? There's a law. They are obeying laws. The sun doesn't have to be told what to do. It is obeying natural laws. If it has to rise, it rises at a certain time.
Set at a certain time.
It sets at a certain time. It moves at a certain time. And the planets are actually orbiting around the sun within certain speeds.
So it's only the human beings that
it is human beings that are not obeying.
That keeps on breaking that natural law.
Much. When a lion is catching an antelope to eat, it is a natural law. It's not committing any sin. Because
that's how they must survive.
Exactly, they have to survive. But human beings, we are different. We are complex because we have the rational minds. We are able to rationalize things. We are able to say no. We can tell the difference between what is good and bad. You see, so we have to start obeying the body too.
Okay.
The body doesn't actually work, but yes, it can work by itself. It can maintain itself. It does its own maintenance, but you have to help it.
Doctor, now a choice. I wake up in the morning. I come back less 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I have kinky, I have bangu, I have eba, I have bitter leaf and other things I want to eat. Will you say that probably I take tea and bread and reserve my kinky even at 6 o'clock in the morning and eat it at that time? All those, it might not be, people might not want to eat kinky fufu, but will you say that, okay, I take a little bit of tea, bread, sleep, endure, 7, 6, I eat my banku and this, and before I set to work?
Okay.
Will you prefer that?
What I would prefer to say here is, first of all, what is the purpose of eating? The purpose of eating, we eat for a reason. We were made to eat. All natural systems, all living systems have to eat. And after eating, what happens next? Digestion.
Okay.
Because eating is mainly for what? For energy production.
Okay.
We don't just eat because we think we have to eat. We have to eat because, yes, that is why we were even, the body produces appetite for us to be able to eat.
Okay.
Because you see, if you are not having water in your body, you have to feel thirsty. Because the body requires the fluid, the water, to use for a very important purpose.
Good.
If you are not eating, you don't have food in your system, you have to feel hungry. And I use the term have to feel hungry.
Okay.
Brother, sister, if you are listening to me today, you are not feeling hungry, you don't feel hungry, you have a problem.
Okay, so if naturally I don't feel like eating,
Yes,
it means I still have a problem.
there's still something.
Some people will be
question to
happy
answer.
because they are not going to be spending money buying food, isn't it?
Yes, I know that. That's the economic implication, the economic side of things. But what about those inside you?
Okay.
Those inside you who
The
want
organisms inside you
the
that
systems inside you that want the food to come in, because as I said earlier on, food serves as fuel
okay.
for the body itself.
Okay.
Food is also used, the nutrients are also used, the biomolecules are nutrients such as carbohydrates, fats and lipids, fats and oil, sorry, and then also the vitamins and all the cofactors and what, they're all needed by the body, to be used by the body to produce energy for you, the living system. And they cannot do anything without that. Brother and sister, I can tell you right now that if you don't have certain amount of carbohydrate, sugar, in your system right now, within a certain period of time, your brain will go off.
Really?
Yes.
So you need sugar.
You need glucose.
Okay.
I use glucose. There's a term for that. Glucose is blood, the sugar that
Natural
is
sugar.
used by the body.
Okay.
So any form of thing like the carbohydrate we eat, the bangus and the fufus and whatnot, they are converted to carbohydrates and finally to glucose.
Okay.
That can be used because it's not any sugar. In fact, if you inject someone with sugar right now, the body will never accept it.
Oh, really?
No.
But if I put it into tea,
If I have to put it into tea and it goes through the processes,
okay,
brother, life is very wonderful. We are talking about processes here. We are talking about systems here. We are talking about structures here.
Okay.
All these things have to work together for the common good of the body.
Okay. Okay.
If I put milk through any other means into your body will never accept it.
Okay.
I have to find a way of getting into the stream of life where this milk can be utilized for what purpose that it is intended to serve. So the purpose, the answer to your question is, the purpose for eating is not just filling the tummy.
Okay.
It is about getting digestion. And digestion has to occur so that the body will be able to get the necessary natural nutrients to be used for the production of energy, which is the further activity that we call the metabolism. I'm not talking about that today. But then it's only part of what I'm trying to explain to you.
Yeah.
So after all these processes, then you get rid of the waste matter by your body's processes.
So back to my question.
So back to your question, if you are eating, of course, every culture has their own type of things. I cannot say that because English people or American people like tea and coffee, or Europeans in general will take tea before everything else, we have to do the same. I like taking a lot of cereal. Reason why I take cereal is because cereal provide my digestive system with fiber.
Okay.
If I can have apples and whatnot, any fruits that contains fiber enough to help I'm not just eating.
So, but coming to the banku and kinky question.
Yes.
So you preferably, if you have a choice.
Yes.
Kinky is served at 11 p.m. and kinky is served in the morning at 7 a.m.
Yes.
Which one will you go for?
We will set up our lives in such a way that in the mornings we have to eat things that, I mean, it won't be a bad idea to take something light in the morning, first in the morning, but allow yourself up to about 11, 12. That is why we have different things called, we have different stages in our eating habit, where breakfast, breaking of fast, that is the meaning of breakfast. When you sleep these 8 hours, brother, you are fasting.
Okay.
People don't know that.
The body, the organisms in your body are
exactly
okay.
are utilizing all the nutrients that you put in.
Okay.
So that time, you who is sleeping at that time, we say you are fasting during that time. Because as for when you are there, you have to eat. Only you have to regulate your eating. But we have to
so
eat.
in effect, we have only 7 hours in a day where we're supposed to eat heavy food.
I would say so.
Effectively.
I would say
from
so.
around 11 to around 6.
Around
7,
5. I would say 5,
6 that way.
6 that way.
Okay.
Heavy foods.
Okay. You also made mention of wine. Sometimes we come when my bread, I'm tired. Let me just take a glass of wine, a glass of whiskey, a glass of just to get me to sleep and relax comfortably. Well, I mean, you made in your discussion, you made mention of beer, wine, and other stuff. I mean, we know scientists once upon a time told us that. And as I use the scientists, you those in today's medicine and medical stuff, you once told us that the earth was flat. But now you are not telling us it's spherical. I mean, once they tell us fish meat, omega-3 and other things are the best thing. Now we had another research coming out. So basically, I mean, things are changing. So when it comes to wine, taking wine before bed, I mean, what will you say to that?
My research has nothing against wine.
Okay.
But in moderation. You see, anything you are doing, you have to first of all respect your body first. You are putting it inside. You respect, some people even respect their car in face by high. Somebody tells someone that, don't you see my Range Rover, you don't touch it.
But sir, if you spend money buying the car, like you respect it, won't you?
I know. You have to.
Yes.
But then what about the vehicle you live in, which is your body?
So to you, we must value our body more.
I will value my body first. If you want to live long, then the body comes first. If the Range Rover or the Jaguar or any of these cars are breaking down today, you still live and you glorify the maker of your body.
And if your health is not, you can't even drive them.
And if your health is not good, which I know some people who cannot drive their own cars, they are paralyzed from head down. And I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry. I'm saying this not because I'm gloating. I feel sorry for every sick person. In fact, I'm one person who, because of what I have known about the human body, I feel sorry for people who are not well. But then I don't feel sorry for people who do these things, induce the illness. They actually bring it upon themselves. That's the word I use.
We buy them.
They buy them.
We buy the diseases.
They buy the disease. No, wine. What's wrong with wine? Even the body sometimes utilizes a little bit of alcohol.
Even Jesus converted water to wine.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean that those who are not drinking, listeners, we are not saying go and drink.
We are not saying you should go and drink. But those who have no problem of taking wine,
I do take a glass of wine,
course, or brandy, or any of those things. If you don't have a problem with that, and I say if you don't, then brother, sister, taking a bit of alcohol in moderation can't do you any harm.
Okay, all right.
Just like everything else, please, moderation. Moderation, even food. The fact that we say we should eat, I know somebody who is always eating. Always putting in food, regardless of what happens to the body. But you know what? One of the things that eating late, and I'll come to that again before we go further.
I know you are very particular
I'm
about
very particular eating late.
I change my habit from now.
Very much so, brother. Because you know what? Breaking down is difficult at that point in time. When the body is winding down, now answer that question vividly now. I have to be very blunt. The body finds it very difficult to break things down around that time. Your body is winding down, preparing itself to go to sleep, according to the circadian rhythm law of the body. So eating heavy things late, things that are hard for the body to digest. For instance, if you are eating meat, especially pork meat, I'm not saying that nobody should take them. I don't have a problem with that. Nutrition is a choice of yours, but choose the right thing.
So you for instance say that those of us who go to party in the night, we finish or we go to clubs at night. We are hungry. 11, 12. We go to chicken and chips, and then all these chicken we eat them and other things. I mean, so all you are saying now, if we can, we should avoid it. And
we should avoid it. In fact, I would